Today in Jujitsu Shenanigans, I will be teaching people to not trust individuals that they do not recognize. Let's go! Okay, so I found my first victim. Student. And I promised him free candy. This instantly made him curious, so he started following me. I led him to the sewers, and I told him to enter. But of course my goofy-ass partner missed his ability, so I decided to go and help him out. And after a while of me and my teammate beating the shit out of him, our target had finally fallen, which meant that it was time for another student. I had befriended this bacon, so I told him to follow me, and he did. I'm going to be honest, I didn't want to do this to him, as he was a really innocent person. But then I reminded myself, if his parents didn't teach him about stranger danger, he would have to learn it the hard way. So my partner, who was waiting, had jumped him, and this is when I found out that this bacon is smart. Because instead of trying to take both of us on, he decided to start running into the open to maybe get a chance of help. But his plan didn't work out, so he was forced to try and defend himself, but in the end, there were only 2 men left standing. I proceeded with the same tactic that I had been using for the last 15 minutes, and it never failed me. I guided them into the sewers, and I watched my partner trip them over, making them face-plant onto the concrete floor. When I entered, our victim was still laying on the ground, but he stood up after about 2 seconds, so we started to fight. Things were going well, until they weren't, because this guy decided to pop his ultimate. So I ran behind a corner, and then I used my decisive strikes to catch him off guard. So I used this to my advantage to put him into a decent combo, and in panic they used their domain. And for the next 20 seconds I was eating popcorn while my friend was trying to break him out. Now I officially have enough evidence that my friend has less than 2 IQ. But anyways, let's go check up on him. I need to get revenge. This is the second I realized that if I don't run, I would die. So I used my special to teleport out of there and I hid behind this wall. After a while, I decided to come back for them. But they got here first, so I decided to teach them some discipline. I used my decisive strikes, which allowed me to turn them into a frame, and I threw them face first into a wall, which had finally put them to sleep. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or even subscribing. Also feel free to comment any Jujitsu Shenanigans challenges that I can do for a future short. You can also comment your username, as I might rank some of your avatars in a short later on. Thank you for watching my video. Bye.